Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. King Julia is your boy King. So today we'll be talking about life at minus 16 degrees in Moscow. So far so good after the snow apocalypse. 3 weeks I think. So far this has just been the situation. So it's very surprising to me how people are working, or the construction workers are working when it's very cold, because even the gloves, if you wear your gloves to film, it's still going to be freezing. Your fingers are still going to get hard. But like you see them working with non-stop, literally they work like 10-12 hours without stopping. It's crazy to me, really. This is around Metro Terekhovo, and inside a new region, I guess, being created. A lot of new buildings. The buildings are very different, not very usual from the usual big company that is very common now. But it looks like a more expensive, more quality oriented construction companies that are making this kind of buildings. Very quality building materials that last longer. Very beautiful building there too. Wow. Looks very creative. It will be crazy to think that this is not a residential building, but it's a very normal residential building here. People that live here should probably live every day waking up and feel like they're living in an artwork or a gallery. I hope I pronounce it correctly. You can see the snow is still outside. It's freezing now. Still freezing cold. It's like minus 16 degrees today. For some reason the weather can show you that it's minus 10 or minus 8, but real feel gets to like minus 15, 16, 20 and all of that. The snow is still very high, up to my waist level, to my back level, some of them my knee. But in general, very good and very fine residential area. The buildings are still new. I don't think they're all occupied yet. It will be a luxury to have an inside look of what they look like inside, but so far so good. This is how they look outside. And then just beside it, a new construction still going on. A lot in stock and a lot in plan for this place. I can't even imagine the price of apartments in this area, because the neighborhood looks very quiet, looks expensive, looks like a rich people kind of neighborhood actually. I'm trying as much as possible to hold the camera for a longer period of time to film, but my fingers are freezing. Even with gloves or without gloves, you still feel the cold no matter how you dress one. If you don't feel it on your fingers or your legs, you feel it on your face. I'm even wearing a leggings. I have to wear leggings every single day I go outside now, because that's the only way you can stay warm. Because if you depend on only one trouser or depend on only one sweatpants, you're going to struggle big time and you're going to freeze in less than 10 minutes, to be honest. If you live in Moscow, you understand that in every region, in every street, there's always construction going on. And it's one of the worst sounds in this world when people are drilling in the daytime or in the evening, because there are times that you're supposed to drill and times that you're not allowed to drill. But as long as it's 10 a.m., you can start drilling. You're allowed to make that noise. People are always drilling in new areas like this. This building, no one has moved in here because it's yet to be completed. And then these ones are completed. There's still a few other buildings being built. The snow is still being packed. It's crazy that the apocalypse snow happened like 3 weeks ago almost, and the snow is still being packed. It just shows you the height of the snow that happened here, and what we'll have to go through to overcome this kind of snow that hasn't happened once in 100 years. That's the first time the snow this huge fell in 100 years. It has all turned to ice. You would think this is the sand that they decorated with the snow, but it's all snow that has turned to a decoration for the environment. That's the subway, just a building behind it. Usually when you live close to the buildings like this and very close to the subway, the buildings are very the apartments very close to the subways are very expensive, even if they're almost like a very huge there's always a very huge difference on the prices of apartments that are very close to the subway. Also a very interesting subway building outside. You never know this is a subway until you go inside. It looks like, I don't even know what it looks like from outside. This one entrance and the other exit is on the other side, which is M, which signifies metro. Just aside it is, they still use marshrutkas, which the blue bus has not been introduced to this place yet, probably because it's a new area, a new street. that is still being developed. All frozen. But I think one good thing is that in summer this place will be very, very beautiful. It will be a very good place to sit down. This is a bus stop, and if you're not dressed warm, even waiting for a bus here can get you frozen. Literally, that's why you have a lot of people smoking. You can literally see it here. A lot of people are always smoking just because the cold is crazy. If you're not taking tea or coffee, if you're not doing something to keep yourself warm, if you're not dressed warm or hiding or running into the metro, you're just gonna freeze in a very short period of time. Very fine area, beautiful. Still a lot of construction still going on. It will be very interesting that if you look down there, there's still a lot of construction going on there. And then the buildings look very different. I wonder the name of the company that made this building. They all look very similar from each other. Usually if you see this kind of buildings, you know that the prices are way higher than the casual apartments in Moscow. Usually of a good quality as well. Most of the people that move into these places at this early stage already know that a lot of construction is still going on. So they will be, for now, polluted with the noise pollution, and they will have to endure it for a short or a long period of time, depending on how people buy out the apartments and how they move in. Of course, people want to drill and set up the apartments into their own taste. So they get to drill, put televisions on the wall, set up wardrobes, make some very annoying noise pollutions. But it's a very common thing in Russia and everybody knows it. So you get mad, but you can't just go and question your neighbor as long as they're within the time frame that they're allowed to make those noise and sounds. There you go, Metro Terekhovo. Very clean entrance. Door looks quiet because it's still not crowded because a lot of people haven't moved in yet. But I like this kind of areas because while they're quiet, you don't get to struggle for buses, you don't get to struggle with noise pollution, crowds, and worry about things like that. You can easily just quietly come into the subway and you'll be fine. Still very long, all new, clean, and everything here is still new, so far so good. One of my favorite things about Moscow metro stations is the lightning. The underground metros at night looks very refreshing. It's one place that it's not very warm, but at the same time it's not very cold. But like if you stay here, you just need to make sure that you dress very warm. That's the train coming. It looks like artwork. This is the measures they are taking now to pack the snows in big, huge packets. Because it's been a struggle packing this. Okay, this is like a construction work at the same time. They dug somewhere. This used to be a bus stop, you know. But it was just dismantled, probably for the construction purposes. The snow is still very crazy. It's still a long time to go from having the streets very clean again. I apologize for the noise. The snow is still too much for people to freely walk. Instead, it's gotten much colder at minus 16 degrees, I think. Still a whole long way to go because most of the people that choose to walk outside in this cold are usually people that are either going to work or they can't order something to the house because so far majority of people I know are staying indoors. It's just so cold and the wind is crazy this period. So if you have an opportunity to stay home, it's better to just stay home in this kind of weather. The reason I even went outside today is because I went to watch a football match and talk to some people. If not, I would have probably just stayed indoors. It's just too cold to be outside, touring or doing whatever you're doing this period. And of course, I'm trying to record for you guys. But anyway, that's that. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. A lot of people that watch my videos are not subscribed, and a lot of my subscribers don't watch the videos yet. So please help me make you to push my videos out to my subscribers so that people don't think they are fake subscribers. Please.